Hello, my name is Dominic Hamilton. I've worked for Metropolitan Touring here in Ecuador for many years. We wanted to show you just how safe and easy it is to travel to Ecuador and the Galapagos Islands.
Ecuador has been open to all foreign nationals since June 1st.
All you need to do is get a PCR test 10 days before your arrival, or you can actually get one at the airport in Guayaquil or in Quito, and with that certificate you're free to explore.
Galapagos has been open for tourism for Ecuadorians and foreigners since July 13th. Therefore, commercial flights, cruise operations, restaurants, hotels and visitor sites are welcoming guests from around the world.
What do you need to get there and keep everybody safe? A PCR test taken 96 hours before your flight. So now we're going to go through migration and biological controls. To get to the fabled Galapagos Islands, you have to fly from either Quito or Guayaquil airports. Both of these have made huge efforts over the last months to ensure the highest biosecurity protocols. Here in Quito, for instance, there's lots of temperature checks, there's limited access to the building, there's plenty of hand sanitizing. They also deep sanitize the whole terminal building. But basically, you've got to look out for the 3 W's. Wear a face mask, watch your distance, and wash your hands. The airline LATAM has worked with local authorities and the International Air Travel Association to improve biosecurity protocols across the board. So we've got a much better socially distanced embarking and disembarking. There are deep sanitization, everything feels very clean on board. And there are also these HEPA air filters that reduce the risk of viruses circulating around the cabin. So face mask on all the time and a bit of hand sanitizer, why not? We've arrived here in the Galapagos Islands on Baltra. It's a lovely sunny day. This airport's actually run completely off renewable energy between wind and solar power. Now we're going to go through the biological controls, we're going to go through the national park controls, get our luggage, meet our guide, and we'll be on our way.
Metropolitan Touring is a pioneer in small ship cruising in the Galapagos. We've done everything possible to create a safe and secure travel bubble, which is not only environmentally friendly, but also carbon neutral. All our vessels surpass the requirements of the World Travel and Tourism Council's Safe Travel Stamp. Our 360 approach to cleanliness means everyone on board is subject to strict hygiene protocols. We've introduced ozone tunnels, temperature checks, shoe disinfection, contactless hand sanitizers, single-use hand towels, digital check-ins, plus face mask wearing and social distancing in all public spaces. To minimize contact with printed materials, all the information you might need is available to browse online at the swipe of your finger. Our housekeeping team deep cleans cabins with environmentally friendly products, paying special attention to high contact surfaces such as faucets, light switches and electrical sockets. We've removed non-single-use printed matter and included hand sanitizing spray and gel amenities. Plus, our air conditioning units are fitted with germicidal UV light systems. Our dining rooms and al fresco eating spaces comply with all biosecurity measures. We eliminated our buffet service in order to minimize contact. All our meals are served à la carte with domes. Experienced medical officers are on duty aboard all cruises. They oversee our health and safety protocols along with the officers, as well as attend to guests 24/7 free of charge. All our staff is highly trained in biosecurity protocols to keep both themselves and our guests safe at all times. Ultimately, everything we do is designed so that people can enjoy peace of mind and get inspired by what lies out there. Our expedition leaders meticulously plan small group explorations on land and sea in the company of our expert guides. Our excursions are carried out with the same attention to biosecurity protocols, including sanitized masks for snorkeling with single-use mouthpieces.
Even when we're exploring the wonders of the national park and its visitor sites, we still have to remember the 3 W's. So we're all wearing face masks, there's only 8 of us on board with our guide, and after that you just need to pack your sunblock, your water, your spray, and plenty of curiosity.
On this journey, it has been a privilege to explore all the visitor sites of the Galapagos Islands, witnessing their diverse and contrasting wonders. Galapagos encounters, still with a bit of social distancing, but not actually with much on that occasion. As a juvenile sea lion comes to say hello. Welcomes back to the Galapagos.
Qué hermoso es caminar en un lugar tan especial como Genovesa. Ahora que vamos a empezar con las actividades acuáticas, estoy seguro de que están esperando por ustedes. Miren, los lobitos marinos se ven que están felices. Okay.
97% of the island's lands have been protected as a national park since 1959, and the archipelago continues to be regarded as one of the world's finest destinations for sustainable travel. All tourism operations are highly regulated and monitored by the park authorities, ensuring our impact is minimal and our experiences profound. This place is so remote, so far from crowds, so peaceful. The connection with nature and her creatures is powerful and moving.
As we've seen, travel to Ecuador and the Galapagos Islands is not only possible, it's safe and easy as well. Of course, it's always best to hire a tour operator like ours to take care of all the details and make sure everything goes smoothly. But the power of the islands is still as great as ever, and wildlife encounters with creatures such as these await the nature-curious traveller.
Desde el 13 de julio de este año tomamos la decisión de abrir Galápagos nuevamente, previo a todo el desarrollo de los protocolos necesarios de seguridad, pensando en la protección de nuestra población, pero también para la gente que nos quiere visitar. Tanto hoteles, barcos, restaurantes, sitios de visita del Parque Nacional, flujo de transporte entre islas y todo el transporte terrestre desde los distintos aeropuertos hacia los centros urbanos, están absolutamente abiertos y están trabajando. Se ha hecho un esfuerzo muy grande para proteger también y tener capacidad de respuesta desde los sistemas de salud de Galápagos, es muy importante. Tenemos laboratorios de PCE en tiempo real, un esfuerzo importante de una alianza público-privada para el efecto, laboratorio en Santa Cruz, y en este momento acabamos de inaugurar justamente un laboratorio en San Cristóbal, y de esa manera le brindamos seguridad a la gente en nuestra estrategia de protección a nuestra población más vulnerable, y adicionalmente también seguridad a quien nos visita. Galápagos, hemos cuidado este destino para que sea seguro para todos aquellos que nos quieren visitar, pensando en la salud de nuestra población. Así que les invito a que vengan a las islas. Galápagos sigue siendo el sitio que siempre ha sido, un lugar prístino, uno de los mejores patrimonios naturales mejor conservados de la UNESCO, y sigue siendo un referente para conectarnos con la naturaleza, y la gente de Galápagos les necesita a ustedes. Si ustedes aman Galápagos, aman la naturaleza, nosotros creemos que si nos ayudan invirtiendo en la gente, invierten también en la conservación de las islas. Así que bienvenidos, vengan a vernos cuando quieran, estamos gustosos de recibirles.
Somos un grupo de 5 que venimos desde España.
¿Qué tal?
Este es un viaje que teníamos ya planeado desde incluso antes de la pandemia. Y bueno, era uno de los puntos de buceo que llevábamos soñando durante años. Somos buceadores que hemos buceado por todos los lugares del mundo, Indonesia, Malasia, Filipinas, bueno, por todos los mejores puntos de buceo, y Galápagos lo teníamos como el icono que había que cumplir, ¿no? Y por eso estamos aquí,
Está considerado el top 1 en el buceo. Yo tengo una escuela de buceo en Canarias y tengo más de 13.000 buceos hechos, he buceado por todo el mundo y seguramente es el destino top 1. No hay algo mejor en vida grande que Galápagos. En Galápagos, como somos buceadores, nuestra experimentación es ver los animales grandes. Tiburón ballena, mantas diablo, peces lunas gigantes, tiburones grandes, los martillos, es lo mejor que hay. Entonces lo que nos quedaba, y ya prácticamente hemos buceado por todos los mares del mundo, en todos los mejores destinos. Y esto Galápagos se lo aconsejo a todo el mundo porque es lo mejor que hay. No hay nada mejor que Galápagos. Es una grande.
Entre Bartra y Seymour. Hola Ignacio. Todo bien, ¿no? ¿Cómo llegas a salvo? Había quien decía que no iba a poder bucear por el COVID. A tomar por culo.
Empezamos en Quito, en Casa Gangotena, y fue maravilloso. Todo, desde la decoración, la comida, los almuerzos, increíble. Y nos trajeron aquí, nos dimos un servicio muy bueno, porque nos trajeron equipaje, no nos tuvimos que preocupar por nada, y nos trajeron, vaya, los guías nos guiaron hasta que llegamos a Galápagos. Entonces fue muy fácil para nosotros venir. Para mí, mi isla favorita, en la que disfruté más, fue Sombrero Chino. Sí, porque ahí pude, como que ahí tuvimos más contacto con los animales, pudimos estar con los lobos marinos, con las tortugas. Muy bonito, muy bonito. Tuvimos una experiencia muy bonita y nos vamos enamorados de Galápagos, nos vamos enamorados de La Pinta. Seguro, ya queremos regresar. Soy de México y ¿qué le diría a la gente? Vengan a Galápagos porque es maravilloso, es maravilloso. Ayer, el momento en el que llegué a Genovesa, me robó el corazón. Cuando llegué y vi la cantidad de aves, me conmoví muchísimo, muchísimo. Es una cosa impresionante. La puesta del sol, la luna, estar tan retirados en un lugar tan bonito, maravilloso. Entonces, vengan, gente de México.
My name's Oscar. I'm visiting the islands for the first time as a tourist, and it's really exciting. I've only been here about a day at this point, so I'm still adjusting a bit to the temperature. But it's really exciting. I've seen some of my first animals, and I'm really looking forward to seeing a whole lot more.
how's your experience been of coming to Ecuador and then travelling on to the Galapagos?
So I left about 4 days ago to get to Ecuador, and I've taken quite a few flights to get here, but all of the flights were comfortable. I was looked after in most of the places. There's a couple of times where you need tests and things like that. I don't know if that's actually the procedure everywhere. But there's a few tests, and it made me feel a lot safer because everyone had checked on me the whole way. And now I'm finally here, and it's all worth it. It's really cool because there's actually not so many people here, so actually you get so much more of the experience. And I'm really looking forward to taking advantage of that.
Can you say what drew you to come to the Galapagos Islands? No?
I can make up something about what drew me to the Galapagos Islands, sure. The fact that our program's about that.
What makes Galapagos special? Then?
Yeah. So I've actually never been to South America. This is my first time here, and I thought for my first time in South America, what are the coolest places to go to when there's actually not a whole lot of people here? And I thought the Galapagos is going to be amazing I don't think it's ever too crowded with tourists anyway, but it's so much space at the moment, and everyone's still here and ready to go. So it's really exciting to have so much attention on the island.
And you said you felt pretty safe on your way through.
Yeah.
Through Quito. Did you fly through Quito?
I dipped in through Quito for 20 minutes and then out to Guayaquil. That's where most of our base was, and I was in a hotel there. Is that actually? I don't know the procedure for general international flights. Is it? Is it okay?
Yeah. So how did you just?
Sure.
It's a lot of logistics,
yeah.
But you came in, you stayed, and you went.
Sure.
Like that.
So my travel was, I flew from Amsterdam, actually, was the best flight for me. I flew from Amsterdam and I flew into Quito for 20 minutes and then flew out of Quito to Guayaquil. I then stayed in a hotel there, and then someone came to the hotel to give me a COVID test. And by the next day, I had the results back, which was much better than I got in the UK. And then on that same day, I could fly to the Galapagos. And so that was like quite quick and easy. In the hotel in Guayaquil, it was really nice. Good views of the city. And it feels very safe here. Even in the UK at the moment, not everyone's wearing masks. And everyone here outside is wearing masks. And it makes you feel like everyone cares a lot more about everyone's safety. And I feel completely safe. There's so much alcohol hand sanitizer everywhere. There's no way I couldn't be safe at this point.
I travelled to the Galapagos about 3 weeks ago from the UK. It's my second time here. I'm an underwater filmmaker, and I've been here filming at Wolf and Darwin mainly. And I've just had an amazing 3 weeks, and I've got another month or so here still. I was supposed to be working in the States most of this year, but obviously with the borders being closed, I've not been able to get there. So it's been a real godsend being able to get to the. It's been a real godsend to get to the Galapagos to be able to work again. I had an amazing time at Wolf and Darwin. It's the first time I've gone and dived there, and it's always been told to me that Wolf and Darwin is some of the best diving in the world, and I can say that's true now. I had an absolutely amazing time there. We saw thousands of sharks, we saw whale sharks, and we were very lucky that for around 12 days we were the only people diving there, so we had the place to ourselves, which was an amazing opportunity. It was also great towards the end of the visit seeing some other dive boats arrive and seeing other tourists were starting to get back here and were able to start enjoying the sights again, which is good news for the boat crew, it's good news for everybody, really. So yeah, it's a real godsend that Galapagos is open and is welcoming visitors in now.
What about safety? You want to make a question about safety and security?
Oh yeah, I'll just talk about the whole... Should I talk about the journey? Yeah. So I travelled from the UK, then to Amsterdam, then to Quito, had an overnight in Quito, stayed in a really nice hotel there, and then flew the next morning onto Galapagos. And at every step of the journey, everything seems like it's been very, very well thought through. When we landed in Galapagos, all the bags were sterilised nicely. There was a really strict routine on checking tests, which is great to see. And then once we're here in the town, obviously everyone's wearing masks, which is really respectful for everyone. But everywhere you go, there's hand sanitizer. Everyone's being very careful. So it feels really, really safe here. It feels great. It feels like everyone's got the right attitude. And yeah, it just feels really good to be here.
Great.
Good job.
So then